As he approached Sandfield Road, a strange sound could be heard coming out of the bushes, but he could not recognize the sound, so he grabbed his cane and strolled with caution. The noise had stopped. Passing Sandfield Road, the noise returned with a buzzing sound following it. Wanyanyekevu stopped and held his stance, but nothing was visible. With his eyes slowly moving around, trying to pinpoint the noise, it stopped again as soon as he reached Outpost Jin Road. The noise got louder. Out of the bushes walked 5 men dressed in battle gear from head to toe. One man, 6 foot 2 inches tall, very muscular, and weighed roughly 300 pounds, appeared to be the group leader and stood along the edge of the woods. He signaled to the other men with his hand gesture, and the rest quickly ran out and surrounded Wanyanyekevu. "Little man, you're too far from home to be out here alone," said the man as he walked out to the middle of the road. They were Anakata's men with blades and guns, and one had a sword with a rotating blade, which made the buzzing sound. Looking at Wanyanyekevu from head to toe, the leader said to his men, "Whose child is this? And why would he be out here all alone?" Wanyanyekevu stood there in a stance, carefully looking at them all, even those that stood in his peripheral. "I am not a child and definitely not alone, for Sabaoth is with me everywhere I go," Wanyanyekevu said in anger after being referred to as a child. The man laughed. "Here we have one of those stupid-ass Nazarites." The rest of the men laughed and mocked Wanyanyekevu as the anger in Wanyanyekevu quickly became enraged while the men stood there and mocked him. A tall man approached. "No need to get angry, little man. We come in peace. Just hand us your weapons and that bag you have, and we will be on our way. That is all we want." Wanyanyekevu saw Yael appear and thought it was a test. "Yael, what is this?" Wanyanyekevu said. Yael said nothing before sitting on the ground with his legs folded. Not able to see Yael, the man said, "Who is it in which you speak to? Is your God here with us? Tell him to show himself so we may make a wish." The men mocked and laughed again at Wanyanyekevu. The stranger said as he pointed to his men, "My men wish to make one wish to your God, and if he grants us our wishes, we will leave in peace. However, we will take your weapons and your life if he does not. This is Tavi. Go ahead, Tavi, tell his God what your wish is." Wanyanyekevu began to get tired of the blasphemy. He judged the men's distance and prepared himself for battle as the stranger continued to talk. "This is Zader, Uday, Baal, and I am Achilles. If your God is not suitable for you, maybe you can worship me." As soon as Wanyanyekevu heard the man say, "You can worship me," Wanyanyekevu threw a star with great force into the center of the man's skull, killing him instantly. Baal and Zader attacked Wanyanyekevu while Uday and Tavi ran back to their camp. Yael just sat there as Baal grabbed Achilles' blade and charged at Wanyanyekevu. Wanyanyekevu quickly grabbed his cane and blocked the sword, and he heard Zader approach from behind him. He mule-kicked Zader in the groin and simultaneously twisted the handle of his cane, forcing the blade to release from the chamber, spun around, and severed Zander's head from his body. Taking 2 steps back, Wanyanyekevu stuck the cane's blade into Baal's stomach and worked the edge up to his neck until his intestines oozed out of his body, killing him. Wanyanyekevu forcefully swung the cane as the blood from the 2 men fell to the ground. Seeing the blood, Wanyanyekevu was unsure if these were indeed men or spiritual beings, and his heart sank for a minute because he had never killed a man before, and his heart felt heavy and saddened. Thinking to himself that since Yael was there, he had made the scene look realistic.